Hello. Should be live. Yep, looks like it. I think I put the chat there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be going over basically what I wrote in the description, but no one reads descriptions, so... Last time, we sort of spiraled further and further into our despair, madness-driven revenge. Surprisingly, the first thing that happened was we were actually attacked by Rika, not the other way around. She came at us with pepper spray and some sort of syringe. We managed to turn the tables on her, inject her, and before we were able to take her to our torture room, she killed herself. She killed her... Yeah, that is the right grammar. Okay. And then, obviously, Satoko got suspicious. We lured her over. Basically what we had figured out in Watanagashi with Rena and Keiichi's end, but this time seeing it in person and in all the graphic detail of Shion fucking slicing apart this kid. And only after Satoko dies does she remember that she made a promise to Satoko's brother to protect her. And, well, that didn't work out. Finally, we abducted Keiichi under false pretenses, took him into the dungeon, and we were going to torture him to death to torment Mion some more, but fortunately for Keiichi, Oishi started to come down just in time, so Shion decided to abandon that, knock him out, swap places with Mion, and then kill Mion. Importantly, we also learned at one point that the two of them actually were the opposite names at birth, and they would swap all the time, and on the important day where the successor to the Sonozaki family was to be branded with a demon tattoo on their back, they were swapped that day, so the one born Shion ended up with the mark and lived from then on as Mion, and the one that had originally been Mion became the Shion that we know. So, that all aside, we can now continue. We don't have very much left. We know how this story ends from Keiichi's perspective, but we just need to see Shion's perspective. And then, of course, we have the rap party, where that should alleviate some of the tone. So, let's go ahead and load. Hi, Daisy. Let's continue. I anticipate this one being very short. I'm just going to finish this out. I didn't have enough time to do it the other day, plus I was tired. I have work tomorrow anyway, so... Hopefully, though, that'll mean that sometime next week we can possibly, or maybe... I'm not sure 100%, but soon we should be able to start the next chapter, which will be nice. Okay. June 1983. There has been a series of disappearances in Hinamizawa Village, Shishibane City, blank prefecture. The suspect is Mion Sonozaki. I think she's 15 years old. Allegedly, she abducted, imprisoned, and killed 5 Hinamizawan residents, Oryo Sonozaki, Shion Sonozaki, Kiichiro Kimiyoshi, Rika Furude, and Satoko Hojo, between June 19th and the 21st. Preliminary investigations on the incident were delayed at the time due to insufficient evidence, but by chance, the case was solved rather abruptly. On the morning of the 22nd, a vehicle patrolling the Sonozaki property heard screams from inside and rushed in as an emergency measure. They secured the suspect's missing younger sister, Shion Sonozaki, and her 2 missing classmates, Keiichi Maebara and Reina Ryugu. The suspect fled the scene. We found hair, pieces of skin, and blood of the 4 missing people, Oryo Sonozaki, Keiichiro Kimiyoshi, Rika Furude, and Satoko Hojo in the torture room that was discovered in the basement of the outbuilding on the Sonozaki family property. Supposedly, that's where they were killed. What's with the text? We concluded that the victims were tortured in that torture room. However, their remains have still not been found. According to one of her imprisoned classmates' advice, the bodies should be somewhere in the basement of the outbuilding where the torture took place. However, nothing has been uncovered as of yet, including the escape route the suspect took. In addition, investigations continue regarding any possible connection to the series of mysterious deaths in recent years. But no evidence that Mion Sonozaki was involved, either directly or indirectly, has been found. There are still many unclear points as to the motive behind the incident, and as those of the Sonozaki family and the residents of Hinamizawa have been extremely uncooperative in assisting us, we expect to require a long time to clarify them. The opinion of a local officer knowledgeable about the region is that this may have been a lynching, an internal form of punishing sacrilegious acts carried out against the beliefs of Hinamizawa village. It is clear that these incidents are particularly rooted in this region, and the prefectural police department has ordered a cautious investigation. We anticipated gaining valuable clues from the missing person believed to have been imprisoned for the longest time, Shion Sonozaki, the suspect's younger sister. However, the incident has left such serious mental after-effects that she has not been in a state of mind to properly answer any questions about what she knows. The psychiatrist concluded that she is in a temporary state of shock, but as of today, she has yet to show any improvement. I was acting at first. It was just an act to avoid being interrogated by the police. As it turns out, though, fake insanity can become real. You see, I couldn't bear it any longer. I continued to be haunted by the presence Hirene Ryugu had talked about. It was so close that it could almost touch my back. It wasn't Satoshi-kun, and it wasn't a hallucination. It had become Shion's ghost. Shion didn't go to heaven after all. She was always by my side instead. Shion didn't like the fact that I was still alive when she wasn't, so she had decided to haunt me until she witnessed my death. Every night she whispered to me, telling me to die. I get it. I get it! I shouted at the Shion in my back. Through my mouth, she shouted back at me. It must look odd to other people. They'd think I was arguing with myself. It's not fair. Why are you still living, sis? Die! Die! Die already! You said you'd die right after you killed me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. It's so dark and cold in this well. It's cold. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I get it. I get it. Shut up! What exactly do you think, sis? You won't die in the way you want to. You're just running away. You're trying to survive even after you did all those horrible things. You'll never be forgiven. You're cursed. You're cursed. You're destined to die. Shut up, Shion! You're just a ghost, so shut up! Shion haunted. Sis! Sis! You lousy shit! Fuck off! It's not fair, it's not fair. You and I should always be together, even after death. So, Mion, I've come to take you with me. Mion! Bang, 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 bang. Shion banged on the door. Bam, 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 bam. That noise is too loud. It's cracking my ears and my head open. Shion's trying to break in. Ah, shit, alright, Shion, I get it. The perfect way for me to die is to be cursed to death by you, isn't it? But I won't be going so easily. I won't simply disappear. It wouldn't be fair if your beloved was left alive after all. I went out onto the balcony to avoid Shion, who was on the other side of the door. If I jump over the railing to the neighboring apartment, I could reach the fire escape. Eat shit, Shion! I leaned over the railing and jumped to the balcony next door. Then I rushed down the stairs, noiseless as a cat. Shion was too stupid to realize that I escaped. It wouldn't take too long to get to Keiichi's house on a motorcycle. Shion must believe that I'm still in that room. She's so stupid. Soon enough, I could see the Maebara mansion. I'd never seen it before, but I'd heard a great deal about it from Shion. She told me that Keiichi's room is on the 2nd floor. I should wake him up. Throw a stone. Okay, you're going a little bit, we live in a society bottom text here, Shion. I threw a couple stones at the window, and shortly thereafter the light turned on and the window opened. I saw Keiichi there. The moment I saw him, my madness cooled off for a while. Even from here, I could tell that Keiichi was running down the stairs. He showed up quickly, with a doll in his hand. I felt depressed to see it. It was the doll he failed to give to Shion. It isn't fair after all, Shion. I'm so jealous, Kei-chan. I want to receive a doll from Satoshi-kun, too. Mion! It's been a while. How are you? Been doing alright? Despite the burning insanity within me, I spoke to him calmly. It's true. My body is controlled by the demon now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here this late. Are you alright hanging around this place? I really shouldn't be. Anyway, what's wrong? What do you need at this hour? I wanted to talk to you one last time. I feel horribly sleepy. Maybe it's more like fainting due to loss of blood. That sensation is proof that the insanity is swallowing me. Well, I can't stay for any longer. Are you alright? Are you not feeling well? I tried so hard until now. But I can tell. I'm done. This is my limit. They're about to come up behind me to take me away. I won't get to decide how I die. Shion won't allow me to. No wonder, I dropped her down the well. It wasn't only her. None of the people I killed chose to die how they did. Considering that, debating how I'll die must seem like a luxurious concern to the dead. Are you okay? Don't force yourself. Oh, that's right. I had something. I'll kill him, kill him, kill him! I'll avenge Satoshi-kun's death, I'll avenge his death! This guy is Shion's beloved, I hate her! I'll kill him and teach her a lesson! Eat this sheep! While gravity's pull spun around me, I realized that I had stabbed him with a knife. I made it! I made it in time! I made it before Shion killed me! I got back at her! Take that, Shion! Keiichi rolled on the ground, clutching his stomach. I've done it! I've done it all! That's everyone I wanted to kill! Instructions unclear, knife caught in the stomach. Yeah, I did it! I did it! Yeah, I faced your death, Satoshi-kun! Don't you love me for it? Will you stroke my head? Yeah, I don't want to. Yes, this is all a bad dream. After all, I was just in my room like always, suffering from nightmares of Shion. But where was I now? I'd been standing on my apartment's fire escape alone. I could still recall that dream. Yes, I'd stepped out onto the veranda. My front door was still locked, so I had to climb through the veranda again. Oh! My foot had slipped, and then I felt a floating sensation. The voice actors definitely get more into it than me. There's still a layer of awkwardness where I'm like, someone's gonna like find this stream and be like, wow, so cringe. I know what I was doing with my laugh. Mine was just like weird sounding. I don't know. There was something more like I prefer the one that she did. But I couldn't do it for whatever reason. I was just like, it just came out differently. Anyway. After that, a sharp, indescribable pain ran through my head. That incredible pain finally cleared the fog away from my nightmare. I just slipped from the fire escape as I tried to return to my balcony, and fell onto the roof jutting out from the elevator hall 2 or 3 floors down. Better cost me? No, I'm not a voice actress. My room is on the 8th floor. I wasn't expecting to be caught up here. When I fell, my head landed right on the concrete corner, and I could feel both enormous pain and the warm blood dripping out. I felt strangely calm. I couldn't sense the demon, Shion's ghost, or my grudge. I felt just like a baby. The nothingness brought me peace. All my memories from when I was born and named Mion, up until today, came to my mind. I recalled memories of the time I spent with Satoshi-kun. Tears rolled down my cheeks. Where did I go wrong? When in my life did I make the wrong choice? I do know just where and when that was, because Satoshi-kun reminded me. I'll leave Satoko to you. Sure. I believe you'll return. I'll be waiting for you. I'll take care of Satoko. I'll wait for you with her. We'll be good girls. You left your precious sister to me and nobody else. I guess I didn't get the significance of what you said. But I'll be fine this time. I love you, Satoshi-kun. Satoko. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. Shion, I'm really sorry. Could I repay everything with my death? No, wait, right? That's not how it should be done. I wanted Satoshi-kun to stroke my head one more time. I wanted to hear him mumble one more time. I knew it was too much to ask, and so I had no other regrets. That brought an end to my apologies. There are a couple of them. I can't remember their name, but the person who, like, voiced Shinji in the 2019 Netflix dub of, Evangelion is, like, non-binary, I think. Higurashi no Naku Koro ni Kizuna Dainikan. I think Kizuna is just, like, I think it's just the DS version of, like, the full, like, the full main story, if I'm not mistaken. Though, it wouldn't surprise me if it had to be split up into multiple cartridges or something. I don't really know much about the console ports, to be honest. Beyond, like, that they exist and they have updated graphics and music and the mod adds stuff from them. Oh, I think I missed a line. I rolled over, sending myself falling to the ground, head first. I hoped my head would crack open, to take me to the hell I deserved. I was just a demon. I belonged in hell. Why was I born? Why did this world give birth to me? I shouldn't have been born. I wouldn't have had to suffer if I hadn't been. What was the meaning of my meaningless life? If I wasn't born, nobody would have had to suffer. Thank you for treating me kindly, even though I was like this. Netflix live action Higurashi. Oh god, please no. There are some live action Higurashis. God, there's like a pair of movies and like 2 different TV adaptations, both of which truncate the material in different ways. I've heard that they're pretty good in different ways, but you might order it just cause. What, for a collection? Even I don't have a... Well, I was gonna say even I don't have much Higurashi stuff. I have the DVDs, and I obviously have the Steam versions. I'm trying to think. I guess I could have. There's like the console port on Switch, but there's no real point in having it. I think if I had the Steam version, so whatever. Thank you for teaching me love, even though I was like this. Even though I was like this. Even though. I'm really sorry, everybody. I really am. I'm sorry. If Satoshi-kun could give me another chance, I wouldn't make the same mistake again. Never again. Here comes the ground. Bye. I love you. Eh? I wished so many times that everything was a dream, so I wrote it down, hoping for it to become true. Dreams in cartoons are often like this. There's a huge stack of sweets. I can't possibly eat them all. I try to reach for them, but then somebody wakes me up. This dream has been tremendously long one. I must have been sleeping for more than a year. Ah, that's right. I ran away from baseball practice. I stepped onto the street when the light was red and got hit by a motorcycle. I've been in a coma since then, but I finally woke up. Because I said I would give you another chance. Fair. The grammar on these is questionable. When I open my eyes, I see a hospital ceiling, and Satoshi-kun looks at me from the bedside. That's a bit too perfect. But it's okay, right? It's okay for it to end that way, right? Oh gee, I so hope someone got fired for that blunder. I'm sorry that I was born. Breakdown of all persons involved with or linked to the series of deaths in Hinamizawa. Tamae Hojo died via homicide by blunt trauma within the village on June 20th, 1982. Satoshi Hojo, believed to have disappeared from the village on June 24th, 1982. Whereabouts unknown. Jiro Tomitake, believed to have committed suicide on June 19th, 1983. Death resembles that of Rika on June 22nd. Investigation ongoing. Mio Takano, death by strangulation in the mountains of Gifu Prefecture on June 19th, 1983. Corpse was found incinerated. Investigation ongoing. Murdered by Shion Sonozaki on June 20th, 1983. Cause of death believed to be shock induced by stun gun. Violently abused post-mortem. They mean post-mortem. Head shows signs of extreme laceration. Flash also was what she says, psychological horror Vienna. I've been playing for months. Yeah, that's a good summary. Rika Furude, believed to have been murdered by Shion Sonozaki on June 22nd, 1983. Cause of death was shock due to extreme hemorrhaging caused by lacerations to the throat. Death resembles that of Jiro Tomitake's on June 19th. Investigation ongoing. Keiichiro Kimiyoshi, murdered by Shion Sonozaki on June 22nd, 1983. Cause of death was ligature strangulation induced by restraints. Satoko Hojo, murdered by Shion Sonozaki on June 22nd, 1983. Cause of death is shock due to hemorrhaging induced by multiple penetration wounds. Mion Sonozaki, murdered by Shion Sonozaki on June 22nd, 1983. Cause of death is severe trauma due to impact after falling down a vertical tunnel. Keiichi Maebara, stabbed by Shion Sonozaki on June 30th, 1983. Victim was severely injured but is recuperating in a hospital. Reina Ryugu, last accounted for in 2004, currently resides in Shishibone City. Kurada Oishi, same deal with Hokkaido. Tetsuya Kumagai, last accounted for 2004, currently resides in Shishibone City. Irie Kyosuke, same thing, address unknown. Tatsuyoshi Kasai, died of liver cancer in 2002. Ichiro Maebara, last accounted for in 2004, resides in Tokyo. Aiko Maebara, same, currently resides in Tokyo. Daiki Tomita, last accounted for in 2004. Suguru Okamura, last accounted for in 2004. Rumiko Chie, last accounted for in 2004. Kyoichi Kameda, last accounted for in 2004. Teppei Hojo, last accounted for in 2004, currently resides in Tokyo. Keiichi Maebara, died in a Tokyo hospital on July 3, 1983. Cause of death is acute heart failure. Shion Sonozaki, died on June 30th, 1983. Cause of death is a severe trauma due to impact after falling from the balcony of her apartment. The suspect for serial murders, which began on June 20th, 1983, fell to her death from the balcony of her apartment, which she hastily rented to conceal her identity. Following her death, police filed charges against her for the 5 murders, which began with Oryo Sonozaki. Alright, it's lunchtime. Hey, Irena, put our desks together. My lunch is meatballs today. Sounds good. This old man will have some then. Rika-chan, bring your desk over. I'm coming. Whoosh. Unfortunately, meatballs are my favorite too. I won't allow you to have any. Unfortunately, I won't let you do that either, Satoko. You have to have some veggies, so I cooked some squash for you. Whoa, that's harsh, Shion. I hate squash. Don't be so picky about your food. Squash is very nutritious. You're still growing, so you need to think about things like that. As long as I live, I won't let you have an unbalanced diet. Here guys, have some. Steamed squash is delicious. What would I be offended by? Munch, munch. Satoko, it's really sweet. Yeah, it's super good. I don't know what the hell Keiichi's voice is anymore. Yeah, it's super good. The balance of flavors is perfect. Satoko, don't eat this. It's too good for you. Excuse me? I don't like your tone. Just try one. Take a bite. See? Isn't it good? Well, it isn't so bad. Of course it isn't. I've been working hard every day to get you to overcome your dislike of squash. Okay, now that that's done with, why don't you overcome your fear of eggplants, green peppers, and asparagus within the year? Stop joking! At this rate, I'll transfer to a school in Okinawa. Come on. I'm in charge of your health since Satoshi-kun asked me to take care of you. I won't let you eat junk food either. I hate you, Shion-san. I hate squash. Higurashi when they cry Kai. The scenario jump mode has been unlocked. This game features a scenario jump mode. You may replay any scenario you've completed before from the start menu on the main title screen. The tips reading room has been unlocked. You can now read the tips you've obtained so far. To view them, select Extra on the title menu, then pick the Read All Tips option. The staff room has been unlocked. This is a thank you message for purchasing the game. To go there, select Extra on the title menu, then pick the staff room option. New tips unlocked. A happy diary and disowned. And achievement unlocked. Revelation. With a picture of a squash. This is going to be a short one, huh? I don't anticipate this staff room taking more than about 30 minutes. Also, I'm going to click start again because I want to check out this scenario picker menu. No, I'm not seeing how that works. Never mind. Let's go to the extra. View tips. Let me guess, Keiichi's not there for the after party because he has to learn the script. We'll see, I guess. Yes, when Mr. Kasai broke in, the room was empty, and the window leading to the balcony was open. That was when she fell. She hit the elevator housing right beneath, which gave her a concussion. Then she rolled off the roof and hit the ground, killing her. The reason Mr. Kasai didn't find her, even though he suspected her suicide, is that she was on the elevator housing at that time unconscious. Keiichi Maebara was stabbed at about the same time. Was Shion Sonozaki unconscious on the roof then? I doubt it. She must have snuck out of the building, stabbed Keiichi, then accidentally fell when she came back. Doesn't that sound right? Would you look at the neighboring balcony again? Oi-san! You've got a call on line 3! Oh, who is it from? Sato, apparently. He says the password is Run. Hello! Ah, Sato-san. You must have some good news. An informant got in contact with me, and you were right after all. Thank you. I'll buy you a drink on Flower Road. What was that call about? A mahjong invitation? Bingo. The Sonozaki sisters switched places. Mion is Shion, and Shion is Mion. They made a mistake when they were supposed to tattoo the successor. So Mion and Shion are swapped around in this notebook. So then Satoshi-kun and Shion-san... No, Mion-san? This is confusing. Anyway, with that, you gain a clearer understanding of their relationship. Are you talking about the mysterious notebook you received the other day? Didn't you say it was all mumbo-jumbo that could possibly confuse the case? Even after switching the names, it's still confusing. I don't know how much of the content I can trust. Even if this is true, Rika Furude's death seems very suspicious. It's the diary of a lunatic. It drove me nuts when I read it. You know this line on the last page about how she's sorry for being born? That makes me want to jump out the window. Even so, this is a happy diary. A happy diary? Do you know how many times Satoshi-kun's name appears in this notebook? Shion-san really loved him. But because she was so young, a few mistakes caused that love to be misdirected. Hey, Mom, tell me, why did you have a fight with the hag? It was bad enough that she disowned you, right? You're so nosy about everything. Well, I guess you're old enough to know. She objected when I told her I wanted to marry your father. Eh? What? I was living a very unseemly life back then. Then the man I brought home was a Yakuza. So of course she got terribly upset. She said, the head of the family will choose your fiancé. And I said, screw your decisions, you fucking virago. So then we both tried to cut each other down on the spot. We unsheathed our katanas in the living room and clashed and slashed and sliced. You fought that hag with a sword? Way to go, Mom. Well, I was into martial arts when I was young. Both she and I held high ranks in kendo, so yes, it was quite the show. Everyone nearby was terrified. That was fun. I see. So is that why you were disowned? That's right. I was happy for it. I married your father right away. Well, I was forced to remove my fingernails in atonement, though. See how the fingernails of my left hand look ugly? Wow. So that's why you and the hag have a bad relationship, huh? You know what, Shion? That's not actually true. Our relationship is actually pretty good. What? That can't be right. She has to maintain the family's reputation, so she can't treat me normally. And accordingly, I lay low at the family councils. But I visit her every now and then, and we have tea together. I can't believe it! This is just between you and me, okay? She removed her fingernails in atonement a long time ago herself. The magic Caliban Twin style. Yeah. Look carefully at her hand the next time you see her. What? What did she do? Beats me. I don't have a clue. Hey, you do so have one. It's all over your face. Tell me. Which I haven't unlocked. Detective Meakashi. Oh, I missed this stuff for prompt there. Okay. Do you think that murder can be justified depending on the motive? Hi, this is Ryukishi07. Thank you for playing Higurashi When They Cry Kai, Chapter 5, Meakashi. Although I depict many deaths in my work, I often ask myself a question. That question is there such a thing as a justifiable murder? In our world, murder is prosecuted, and the degree of punishment varies depending on the motive and circumstances. Having different degrees of punishment means that we are putting a value on the dead person's life. Some scenes justify murder in Higurashi. By degrading the life of the victim in those scenes, the players can sympathize with the character more easily. The degree of sympathy would be different from person to person. The people who could sympathize probably felt catharsis, and the people who disagreed with the character might have felt uncomfortable. That's indicated by how opinions were polarized regarding Keiichi's actions in Tatarigoroshi. In Meakashi, there are also a number of murders, but this time the main character Shion tries to earn sympathy for each one of them. How did you feel? How much were you able to sympathize with her? If you couldn't sympathize with her at all, then please berate her as a crazy murderer. If you sympathize with her at all, then please have mercy on her. If you sympathize with her almost entirely, then please have mercy on her. If you completely sympathize with her, then please let us berate both of you as crazy murderers. Lol. Well, what about me? Well, that's a secret. I'd like to reverse my question this time. What kind of murderer could you sympathize with if you were to be killed? A murderer who doesn't care about people's lives? That'd be quite a regrettable death. It's extremely sad to be killed in denial of all your values. A murderer who begs for forgiveness in tears? That'd be quite regrettable too. They shouldn't kill you at all if they're begging your forgiveness. So what kind of murderer could you sympathize with? In the end, sympathy might just be a method for making the story more interesting. If you can sympathize, it's fun. If you can't sympathize, they're just crazy. We cannot put value on human life. It's a sin to even try doing so. A murder is a murder. Nothing more than that. I just hope everybody can live happily together. How does that sound? Would you agree to that? If you wouldn't... Thank you very much for playing Higurashi When They Cry Kai, Chapter 5, Meakashi. I could only bring out this 5th episode thanks to all of your support. Higurashi will only get more intense as it approaches the finale. Nothing would make me happier than if you continue reading the chapters to come. The next chapter will be titled Tsumi Horoboshi. Really, I'm rather fortunate if you've enjoyed yourself even a little. Tsumi Horoboshi means atonement. Thank you again for playing. I hope this has brought a little color to your life. 07th expansion, Ryukishi 07. Wait, what? That's it? There's no after party? Oh, shit. I totally could have just done this last time. Oh no, I feel bad now. This is an awkward time as well, because I really can't stay up late. I have to be in bed in probably in an hour and a half. So I could in theory do an hour of Tsumi Horoboshi, but I think that would screw the pacing up. So instead, I'm just gonna apologize, and I think I might be able to do another stream tomorrow. At the very least, Josh is unavailable, so it's either this or something else. It's either this or I might stream something else by myself, or just... I'll be doing something by myself is the point, so it would be a good opportunity. I could do that. I apologize for the short stream. It kind of sucks that it worked out like that. If I had known for sure, then I definitely would have just tacked this on to the end last time, but... Oh well. Thanks for coming along, I guess. Yeah, this is the shortest stream I've done. Oh well. I guess that's that. See you guys maybe tomorrow, if not then some point later. Bye.